lost that time, found some confidence, got a bit quicker, but Benoit Trillier is over in the Audi now, another hugely talented driver. This is what I love about the shootout. We get a mixture of drivers, and they all have a lot of talent. A three-time Le Mans winner in 2011, 12, 14, and he is one to watch, and that's a couple of tenths quicker in that first sector compared to Sarah Bovey.
Well, this is a very rapid machine. It's 550 horsepower, 5.2-litre V10, and this is something that definitely can set a rapid pace here. And as you say, he's such an experienced and very successful driver, but the middle sector not quite so rapid, so it's going to be very tight between them, I think.
His entry was a lot slower going into Holden Commodore. He took it a little bit more steady than Sarah did, and I think he will be down. He's down by a couple of seconds in the sector further on, so I think for now Sarah's going to keep that time at the top. Yes, she will.
Yeah, he's over 50 seconds. It's 52.3. Laurent Hergon is next up in the Alpine.
So the Alpine A110R, and Laurent, actually French racing driver, and he's actually Renault's and Alpine's test and development driver since 2004. So he's been doing this for a long time, plays a huge, important role in chassis and performance calibration for Renault, for Alpine. So a key part of development of this car, and he's putting it through its paces up the hill, just having a look at the time. Slightly slower off the line with the Ferrari, as we expect, but maybe it's going to be a little bit more nimble through this tighter section as we go up to the top of the climb.
Yeah, let's see how this goes for him. I think, as you say, I think it's likely to be certainly quicker in class, but remember what Eddie Norfolk did. The total time was 56.15. I think we're going to see him getting over the line just under that 56 mark. Yes, he does. It's 52.29. So that is fastest in this group in the Ford Mustang. So this one's going to be a pretty rapid machine, very powerful, of course. The street version of the GT3 car, got its V8, it's got aero design, lots and lots of horsepower. And Dirk is a very experienced winner of the Nürburgring 24 Hours, amongst many other things.
5.2-litre V8 supercharged, and this wild, crazy Mustang GTD is a limited production track-focused road car, and it is based on the Mustang GT3 race car as it screeches up the hill. And just having a look at the times there, Ben, it's going to be actually pretty close between Dirk and Laurent, who's in the Alpine.
Yeah, I think Dirk's got just a little bit more pace, probably. Remember, the target he's got to beat is 52.28. The target that's shown up on screen is the ultimate shootout. But for the class, he's done it. In the class, he's gone just a second faster. We've got so much fun going on. We've got the Shadow Chevrolet now. Alex Summers, who's a great hill climb driver himself, in the Shadow Chevrolet, which was a very successful machine in Can-Am racing, and that's slipping and sliding around too.
It is. V8 underneath that 8.3 litre is going to roar up past the grandstands. Change down, heavy on the brakes, into Malcolm corner. Oh, gets a little bit of a wiggle on the exit, but this is a car which Jackie Oliver won 4 out of 5 races all the way back in the 1974 season. We've seen it go around Goodwood circuit, hugely popular car here at Goodwood, and he's done a very good first sector. He's actually in a class on his own, I believe, isn't he?
Yeah, he is pretty much. So yeah, as he comes over the line, he's in the sports cars class, and I don't think there's a lot of rivalry. So yeah, goes across the line, does 50.72, so it's not the fastest of everybody, but within the class. Right, here we go, Sarah Bovey. This is a good opportunity for Sarah Bovey to set a new pace in the GT Racers class. And having done this first little sector before, I wonder, will she get an even better sector this time? As she heads up the hill, this is going to be fun to watch.
It is. She just dipped a wheel on the exit of turn 2 there. She's flat out, hits the brakes then. Oh, she runs slightly wide, looking out the box window, just tickles the grass on the outside. But of course, it's looking pretty good, and it's actually better sectors from her first run.
So she had support from one of the fans watching there, and she's well up on speed at the moment. Yeah, she was 3/10 quicker on that first sector than she had been, but she's going a lot quicker than Harry Barton went. So I think this is definitely going to set the pace in this class. It's a good, oh, that's very impressive. Into the 40s, 49.8. go, but here comes Jake Hill. So, British Touring Car champion. Let's see what he can do. This is another car owned by Rick Woods. These two get on so well, and Jake drives so many of these machines. Let's see on board as well. Wonderful onboard view as he's slipping and sliding around, correcting it beautifully. Always so impressive up this hill.
Jake, you chuck Jake at anything and he's impressive. We've seen him win multiple times at Goodwood. He goes through kick of the tail, and he goes through their members meeting in April. If you were there, of course, he won the Gordon Spice race on the Saturday with Rick Wood in a Ford Capri, so he knows how to handle all different types of machinery. And he was actually at Paul Ricard last weekend racing in a Ferrari at GT3, so hugely experienced. Winner, of course, of last year's British Touring Car Championship across the line. That's a decent time of 49.33.
Yeah, in the touring car class, that is a very, very impressive time. But James Wallace is one to really keep an eye on. James was incredibly impressive last year. The youngster from Cheltenham who races in the British Porsche Carrera Cup. He's hugely competitive and potentially one of the future stars. My goodness, he used a lot of grass there.
He did a lightning start off the line for him. He's going to come up, he's going to hit the brakes at Moulcombe. So this is where Benoit lost his time. Let's have a look from James. A lot more inside grass curve, and then really out of shape on the exit, and he's hitting the grass on the way up to the Flint Wall as well. This is quick, Ben.
It is quick. I was wondering if he was on the grass too much, but he's putting together a great section here as well, and it does look as though James Wallace is likely to go faster than we have seen so far. Remember, 49.8 is the time to be across the line. Yes, 47.69. But next up, we do have another production road car, and this, I have to tell you, is a mega machine. It's the Koenigsegg Sadair Spear, and this is a very special Koenigsegg set, but it is a production car. It has already set production car lap records at Laguna. Versions of this, although this is the latest version. I think this is going to be very rapid, and it's driven by Marcus. Actually, no, it's Javier Castan this time. It's Javier Castan who's driving this time. I think this has the potential to be the fastest in this class, and not only that, but in a very quick time.
A good first sector, Ben. It was over a second quicker than Durban in the Ford Mustang. And he's challenged, he's actually set there the fastest, say third, fourth sector, shall we call it, third sector of anybody. We've got a few extra sectors on our timing screen here, but it's going to be close, but he's...
That's quick.
That goes up to the very top of the times.
47.14, so that has gone fastest now. And that very special Koenigsegg that has been recently even more refined version of the Jesco Attack, and has taken records already. Right, now, we're getting into some super quick stuff. This is the class of the modified specials.
That was a launch from Scott Speed, so this car will be challenging. It already is. Look at that, great launch off the line, wriggles its way through the first section, takes pretty much most of the grass on the inside. This will be the challenger for the overall. We're down to the final two runners in this shootout. Heads into Moulcombe corner, clips all the grass and more on the inside there, bleeds out, and it's looking very handy, Ben.
It is. He got into the 45s last year with this machine. Is he going to get down to that sort of level once again? It is massively quick, lots of downforce. 2-litre boxer, 700 horsepower, but with the downforce, that's helping too. He's working hard at it. Scott Speed comes across the line, 45.47. That's definitely the fastest of the day so far. Very, very impressive. This is the machine that we do kind of expect to set the outright pace. It was fastest yesterday, being driven by Romain Dumas. Away we go.
It's going to get a faster launch, I would expect, off the line. Yeah, only just though. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger, using less of the inside grass there, less of the inside grass at turn 2 as well. Flat chat down. So earlier on, or should I say yesterday, he got into the 44 seconds as it squeals its way through Moulcombe corner, and he's nearly 7/10 up already.
Yeah, he is definitely setting the fastest pace. You're riding on board briefly with him as he comes through. Romain Dumas knows this hill climb so well, has set so many rapid times here over the years, has confidence in all the different machinery this Ford Supertruck built specially for Pikes Peak as well, which he's done 43.50 seconds. That is the fastest of the day to win the category, of course, the modified specials, but also to put him in a very strong position to take the final shootout battle tomorrow. Superb stuff by Romain Dumas.
And he looked so calm doing it as well. There's certainly a smile underneath that helmet, loosens the belts as he'll pull in and join the rest of the cars.